Alright, we are finally here for the core mathematics edition of the Wassce preparation 2026, and then I have three questions for the core math students, and then it reads that first question: the number is written as 1 4 base n. If 3 times the number is equal to 4 5 base n, find the value of n. So from number basis, we have 1 4 base n, and then we're told that 3 times this should be giving us 4 5 is n. We do not know n, and so there's no need to try to use 3 to expand that because it is not in base 10. And so if you use the 3 to expand, which means your expansion should be in base 10. Unless you know the base, then you know how to expand the numbers. Okay, so we have this. Now we try to convert all of them to base 10. When we are done, then we can now multiply. So I keep my 3 outside. Converting this to base 10, this is 0 1. 0 1 1 times n power 1 plus 4 times n power 0 is equal to 4 times n power 1 plus another 5 times n power 0. Okay, 3 into brackets n times 1 n plus 4 should be equal to 4n plus 5. Now I can expand this. This will give me 3n plus 12 should be equal to 4n plus 5. I want the value of n and not 3n and 4n. So send this here, bring this here. 12 minus 5 is equal to 4n minus 3n. 7 is equal to n. Therefore, n is equal to 7. So the base in this question is base 7. Alright. If x varies directly as a root of y and x is equal to 2 when y is equal to 16, find the value of y when x is equal to 7. So yesterday we did a question on variation. Then there's another one here today. X varies directly as a root of y. This is the same as x is equal to k root of y. We have introduced a constant of proportionality which we are yet to find. When x is equal to 2, y is also equal to 16. So 2 is equal to root of 16, 4, 4k over 4, 4. K is equal to 1 over 2. So I can now say that x is equal to half root of y. So when x is equal to 7 now, then I can find y because I have my constant of proportionality. Now, when x is equal to 7, I can now have 7 is equal to 1 over 2 root of y. This 14 is equal to root of y. I want the value of y and not root of y. I square both sides. Then this gives me 169 is equal to y. Therefore, y is equal to 169 when x is equal to 7. So, done with question 1, question 2. Question 3. A, which is 4, 7, is the vectors of triangle ABC. If vector BA is equal to 5, 3, and then AC is equal to 4, negative 3, we have to find the coordinates of B and then C. We've been given A to be 4, 7. And then we're told that BA is now equal to 5, 3. But remember, BA is the same as the origin OA minus OB. We know OA. We do not know OB. We know BA 5, 3. So OA 4, 7 minus OB, let's say XY, or let's still maintain OB. Okay, so this comes here, this comes here. OB is equal to 4, 7 minus 5, 3. OB now becomes negative 1, 4. So that is the B negative 1, 4. I've been told AC also exists, which is OC minus OA. We've been given this as 4 negative 3, and then OC is what we don't know. We want to find it. This was given as 4, 7. So by substitution or juxtaposing of the things, I have OC now giving me 4 negative 3 minus, plus 4, 7. OC 8, 4. Yes, so C also is 8, 4. Finally, I've been asked to, if M is the midpoint of the line BC, find AM. So we can just have something like this. If the midpoint is M of BC, so let's say A here, B here, and then let's say C here. So M is the midpoint, means that this should be somewhere where the midpoint should be M. We have to find them AM. Okay, so we know B to be negative 1, 4, C is 8, 4, and then A is 4, 7. Okay, AM is from here to here, so which will be AM is the same as OM minus OA. We do not know OA, we do not know OM, neither do we know AM. So what do we do now? We need to be very sharp with this. Okay, so midpoint of BC means that M is equal to half of the line BC, which is like this. So half of BC, and then we know BC is the same as OC minus OB. So M is equal to half of OC minus OB. We know OC, we know OB. What is OC? 8, 4. OB negative 1. So this will be negative 1, 4, like this. This would be 9, 0, if I'm not mistaken. So 4, 4, 9, 0. So we have this M. M now becomes 1 over 2 of the 9, and then 1 over 2 of the 0, which would be 4.5 against 0. Okay, if M is the midpoint of the line BC, so the line BC, so this is the midpoint, which means that half of the BC, and then we know BC is OC minus OB. Okay, so we have this. Okay, then we have to find OM, so which means that M is equal to 4.5 against 0. Yes, and then we have to find AM. Then we know AM also is given by OM minus OA, which would be 4.50 minus minus 4, 7. This would be 0.5 minus 7. So basically we have this for AM, we have this for the other one. So basically this is where I'm ending my session for today. It has been a great honor to serve you, and then my name still remains Kafui, and this is Kafui Class. Please do like, subscribe, and then let's grow bigger. Thank you, and then have a good day. Bye. I'm sorry you didn't really see this, so I'm giving you a glance of it. So this is what I was doing at the other side when I was talking plenty that you didn't really hear me. So as you can see on the board from the diagram, I came to M is equal to half of 90, and that is giving you what you are seeing on the board. So thank you so much. Then do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.